Guys, this is Coach Eric Scallon at Gladiators Academy, and this is another edition of the Parents Corner, and we are talking about persistence. All right, what do you do when your child quits? Right, what do you do if you feel like me? Your child is a quitter, and man, I had this big fear. I took my youngest son, Ty, and I started him off in our 3 and 4 year old program at the age of 3. And man, every time we would play a game and he would lose, I mean, he would just throw himself on the ground and he wouldn't participate. All right. Or sometimes the other day, we gave a kid a stripe and he has a fit because he didn't get one. Right. And it's just really, really frustrating as a parent. You're trying to do the best for your child. You want to put him in these situations where he's challenged and he gets to grow and learn. And it just seems like they're just not putting in the effort. And so, one thing like I've had to learn, look, it's frustrating for everyone. It's frustrating for the child because he feels like I can't do this. All right. It's frustrating for the parents because I feel like, oh man, I'm just throwing away my money here. What am I doing? All right. And let me tell you this. This is a big problem for me is that, hey, if my son doesn't participate or if he, maybe has a bad class and doesn't want to get on the mat, then that does affect me financially because, man, I could honestly be spending that attention towards, other kids. So it's very frustrating for me, especially. And once again, guys, we just lose our wits, and we're just frustrated. And like sometimes we just have almost an anxiety of trying new things. It's like, oh man, are they going to participate? Are they going to try their best? Is this going to be a fight? And so it can be frustrating. All right. So we have to teach them this. We have to teach them that learning comes in cycles. Learning isn't all about stepping on the mat and then doing what you're supposed to do the very first time. All right. Learning is a series of ups and downs, triumphs and failures. All right. And so we have to teach our kids that, hey, look, this is not going to be easy. You're going to fail sometimes, and it's okay. I just want you to try your hardest. I gave a good example. One of our junior warriors, Jules, he's in our intermediate junior warriors class, and I failed him for his assessment. He just wasn't doing, we were asking him to do techniques. He was kind of goofing around. He wasn't doing the correct techniques, and we failed him. And we sat him down and we said, hey, look, you were expected to know this. You weren't able to produce it when we asked you to do it. You're going to go ahead. You're going to go home. You're going to learn how to do this. You're not going to get your stripe next class, and in a month from now, we'll let you retest. And, man, I was really hard for him. But, man, better believe when he came back in class, he knew how to do that technique, So, again, just that's part of the process, guys. And really, it just comes down to really just being patient, all right? And, man, don't take over. All right, that'll be the second thing. Don't scaffold. You have to scaffold your child. We slowly build them up. All right, and one way to do this is first, if you're trying to teach them something new, have the child watch you do it first. All right, then have your child do it with you. All right, and then you're going to watch your child do it, and then you're going to see if they can do it on their own. All right, and so like I said, Ty's a little bit younger, and so I'm trying to teach him how to buckle up, get into his car seat and buckle himself up, which is kind of hard for him, right? So I go ahead and, hey, countless times, all right, Ty, you put your shoulder in, you put your other shoulder in, you buckle up, you push down, all right? Then I let him try, and man, sometimes it's frustrating because he's like, I want to do it. And I say, okay. So we go ahead and I'll just guide him a little bit, maybe put his shoulder in and let him get the second shoulder, and it just takes a lot of patience, guys. There's no secret to this. It's being patient. We had an incident the other day where, man, I was trying to get Ty on the mat, and he was just having a bad day. And I think he was just frustrated for maybe the last few classes. So we had to sit down while his class was going on, and we had to watch class for the first 10 minutes until finally he calmed down, and he himself built up the strength to step on the mat by himself. Now, in the past, maybe sometimes I get frustrated, and I say, Ty, get on the mat. I'll take away a stripe, or somehow just say, well, you're not doing class, and I'll run off, and I'll just be real quick just to pull him out of class. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, he won't step on the mat, but guess what? We're going to watch, and so that's one of the hard things as a parent is just being patient. And guys, lastly, guys, remember your child, make sure they're doing their best. We're not aiming for perfection. And one quote that I really like, guys, is like, one thing we want to tell our kids is not so much, hey, I'm so proud of you for how you did in class, but man, I enjoyed watching you today. And that's the most important thing, is that we don't want to set these expectations for them, and if they don't reach them, well, they feel like failures. But the truth is that every child develops and learns at their own pace. All right, and we can never compare our children to other kids, because it's just not. They're not the same. They may excel in one area, but just be horrible in another area. And we have to be patient with them. We have to let them know, hey, I just want to encourage you. Try your hardest. Focus. Try your best. All right. All right, guys. So that's the Parents Corner. All right. So if you feel like your child is a quitter, I know it's frustrating, guys, but stick with the process. Teach them that, hey, this is part of the learning cycle, right? Success is a squiggly line. It's not a straight line, all right? You got to scaffold them a little bit. Let them watch you, help them, watch them do it, and, hey, eventually, hey, let them do those things on their own. And remember, we want them just to try their best, and that's what matters, guys, all right? Let me know what you think, guys. Take care.